basically I'm going to make first using these these four chords now, square knot. Going to do the same for this much. So basically I want to add the chord, this shapes. So I want the chord to be added around here. Keep adding, making a square. So here I have created 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 square knots, and this is almost, and this is in the middle of 120 centimeter long cord. So that if you fold it like this, the rest of the cord is almost of the length of the, not of course a little longer, but we just want to keep that long. Okay? So now if I keep this around this, so I'm just going to make, as I said, I'm going to make it throughout this part. So I'm just gonna, so here you can see I made it, and now they're almost like of this shape, this fitting in the shape. So there's one more knot is needed, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is create another this square knot around here to join them, and that will be also, and then I'll be tying the cord as well. Okay, so first I am going to join these. Take both end cords like this. this will be our second line. I'm also starting the third line from here. So I'm continuously making second and third line. Around the same. So here what I'm going to do is separate the chords into two. So we have 36 chords on each side. That means 9 square knots on each side. So basically we have total 18 square knots as we said in the beginning when I created. And now I'm going to separate square knots, if I say in parts of square knots, so 9 square knots on each side. So they're going to be 36 chords on each side. Now what I'm going to do is separate 5 square knots and 4 square knots in both separated parts. So basically they're going to be 4 parts. So 2 are going to have 4 square knots and then 2 will be having 5 square knots. So here you can see I have created 4 square knots parts in front of each other and 5 square knots parts in front of each other. So 5 square knots parts going to be in front of each other and then 4 one going to be in front of each other. Alternate. If you create alternate, it will happen. So create 5 square knot and then 4 and then 5 and then 4. So if you keep creating like that, it will come in front of each other. So now when we have created the 4 parts, 2 with the 4 square knots and 2 with the 5 square knots, I am going to now start tying the knots. So here I have just tied the parts so that they don't separate here and there. Now I'm going to take one part. You can start from either 4 1 or 5 square knot. So I'm going to take one part and start tying a triangle shape on each of them. So here I've taken one part and tied the 3 parts separately just to make them separate. So what I'm going to do now, here you'll see there will be 4 square knots I'll be tying. So I'm going to tie first square knot. So what I have done is left 2 cords as you can see there, and then I've taken next 4 cords and made a square knot, and I'm going to do continuously making square knots. So here's going to be 3 square knots we have created. Okay, and now you will have 2 cords left on both sides, and I'm going to make the second line. To do that, again we will be leaving 2 cords from both sides, and there will be 2 square knots, and on the next line there will be 1, and that will be it. We have finished one triangle. So here it was a 4 square knot part, and I'm going to now do on the next part, which is 5 square knot one, and again I'll be creating the similar triangle as I've done on the 4. So on this one there are going to be 4 square knots, and we are going to follow the same pattern. Leave 2 cords on each line on from both sides, and so in this one, in this triangle, basically going to be 4 knot first, then 3, and then 2, and then 1, the last one, and then we will finish the triangle. And I'm going to do the same with the other 4 and 5 square knot triangle. So you can see I have finished all 4 parts. Now I'm turning it to other side, and I'm going to find the corner of either 2 parts. So take any corner from the either parts. So now I'm going to take 2 cords from the middle and take 1 cord from both sides and start making a square knots. So while you're making square knots, make sure that you leave the cord and you pick the next 2 cords, and middle cord stays the same. And when you're tying the next cord, you will see there is a big gap in between the corners, so you will have to pull the cords and make the square knot tightened enough that there is no gap in when you're tying, because that's how we're joining both sides. And keep pushing the square knot to the back to be together. And here you can see I am completing the similar way. So here I've already completed 4 cords here, and now I'm going to do the last one. Actually there will be one more. And another one, because we will have to have. Okay, so you can see I've completed one corner, and you can then cut the side cord short, or you can cut them all of them all together at the end. Now I picked another corner the similar way, and I'm going to finish the corner similarly, and then complete all the corners, and then you will have 2 middle cords from each corner, which we are using as a middle cord or the filler cords. After finishing all these, I'm going to just cut them short. As I said in the beginning, you can cut them short once you finish one corner, because that helps in understanding that which card you need to choose to tie or not. So that helps definitely, but it's your choice whenever you want to cut short. So you can just cut them short, and then complete the other 2 parts similarly. And then we will have, as I said earlier, 4 cords from each corner, which we were using as the filler cords, and make the knot out of all other cords, and then cut them short, as I said. and here I am making a star knot using these 4 cords, and that will be our finish. So we are just finishing our middle part. Just tighten all the cords so that they, and then I'm going to use the glue. I've used a glue gun, and you can use either of the glue. Okay, so cut these shorts as well, and then use the glue to basically secure the cord, then turn it to the side. Here I've got the clasp. As I said in the beginning, it has the hole, so we are going to use the clasp and the pouch to sew it using needles and thread. So here I'm trying to sew. So just start from one side. It does feels tying wobbly and here and there. Don't know if it is going to be be good finish or not. Yes, it was my first time, but yeah, it came out really nice, and the finish was really proper. Here you can see I am definitely struggling to sew it properly, but yeah, it came out very well. Keep tying, just go through one thread or one knot once you're done, and you can then go over one more round, and that will be it. So here you can see the corners are not being shown because obviously there is no space in the corner to sew, and there is a very small gap as well, and it is once you tied or once you've sewn it all, there will be no gap. You will see, yeah, it is a gap inside, but it doesn't show up, and there is no space to anything to fill down. So once you have it as a coin pouch or anything, it's not going to be loosened, or you're not going to lose anything simply. So here I'm going to basically completed the second round of my sewing, and turn it to the side, and you can see how it looks. It just looks very beautiful. And I have glued it at the end, but it was a better choice to glue it in the beginning so that you don't have to bring it down again and again. So you can see I am gluing it here. Here you go, a beautiful coin purse is all set to hang on your bag, and you can see I added this clip clasp. So, and because this one had a hole to hang it, so I've just got attached it, and the actually the pouch is ready if you don't want to make the flowers. But yeah, here you can see I am creating the flower. So basically to create the flower, I've again used a braided cord, which is similar to the cord I have made, same exactly, this different color, and this color is braided cord, as I said, and at 1.5 mm to 2 mm thicker, and I'm using 1 meter cord. So you can see I have a 1 meter cord folded into half, and then I've attached for 5 cords onto it, and then you can see I am taking the end of the first cord, and going through it, so it now looks like whole circles. And now we have 6 cords on each side, and you can see I am creating lurked knots to create the V shape from the 2 cords, and I'm going to do the same with the next 2 cords. next to it, and make sure that the knots stays outside so that it looks like a flowery shape, or you can see a little bit of a snowflake. And yeah, I'm just creating at the end I am creating the one square knot here. I'm going to do the same with the other two parts. So once the two parts are done, you're going to again create the similar thing, but with the alternate cord. So I'm taking one cord from this side and one cord from the other petal, and then join those two together so that they're alternate, and they're joining both, making one petal with the alternate cords. And yeah, I'm going to do the same with the other two parts, and there will be a small flower done. And again, I'm here to complete the flower petal. I'm making a square knot. Here you go. And you can definitely call it a small snowflake, but yeah, I'm calling it a flower, and then I'll be attaching it using needle and threads. So here I've used needle and threads. As I said, I'm just going to attach all the corners, all the points of the petal, and then I'll be taking the ends of the flowers or the snowflake inside, and then I'll be taking them through one knot, or you can also glue it without doing it. So yeah, you use what you want. And I've used basically crochet hook to bring the threads inside, and that's how it looks. It looks beautiful, I think, and then just complete the finishing. That's it. You can see a beautiful flower is ready, and thanks for watching. Hopefully you liked my tutorial, and if you do, please share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.